Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. This is Claudia Borges, and I am speaking to you from Fort Erie, Canada. For those of you that don't know me, I am originally from Colombia. I have been with For Life since 2000 and taking the product since 2012, as a leader since 2015. But my sister, who is my upline, has been in For Life for 19 years. I was the person that took 7 years to say yes. I always say, if you are here for the first time or you're listening to this audio and somebody has been talking to you about these amazing, amazing products, don't be like me. Don't wait for 7 years. I was trying to have a baby. I have an in vitro baby. So I kept saying, oh, I don't know. That sounds too weird. I don't want to try anything too new. And then, I'm having an in vitro baby. But to be honest, if I had taken the time to read a little bit more, which is what we invite you to do, learn, educate yourself, read, ask the questions, I probably wouldn't have waited all that time, and I would have been taking some of that amazing transfer factor, trifactor, even while I was pregnant. So with that, at least I finally said yes, and now I'm completely in love with our products. I can't get enough. It's like the song. I can't get enough of them. I really do. People ask me, what's your favorite product? There's no way I can have a favorite. There's Renuvo is one of my favorites. Collagen and energy drinks. Like definitely there's no one favorite. I can't choose. They're all too good. So with that, let me start part 2 of our peptide conversation. And please, if you want to ask any questions, even if I don't know them, I will get back with I'll get back to you with them, or maybe somebody in the stock will be able to help me with that question. So please make sure that you write as many. This is a new topic for many of us. I do have my co-host here, Sonia Van Heck, so she can jump in anytime to help me with the topic or any comments, because she's a very, very intelligent woman too. So I'm gonna share my screen, and see, now I did not share the presentation. What happened there? Did you see, guys? I told you I was gonna have it ready, and then still did that on me. Then you're showing like private conversations. That happens to Dave all the time. Now he learned, but I had it ready. Oh, look, it was back there. Something happened. Okay. So peptides, part 2. And if you were not in part 1 and you're watching this recording, don't worry. We have it on our Good Health and Solutions group. We also had an amazing conversation with our head chief scientist from For Life on our Mentor Monday. And that, again, is also in our YouTube channel, or it's also in the Good Health channel. Make sure you share. It's already got about 500 views in 48 hours. It's probably the most watched video we have in that channel. So it's definitely something people are going to talk about. Oh, sorry, I better stop at the disclaimer. I always do that one too quickly. The information shared today is for educational purposes only, not intended as medical advice. Consult a qualified healthcare professional before starting any new wellness or supplement program. And the FDA disclosure, just to be safe also, these statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration, and they're not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. There you go. That covers a little bit something or anything I may say in this talk. So first of all, we would like to highlight our member spotlight of the week, and it's Cora Post. So Cora, you're not just part of this movement, you're helping shape it. We value, we see you, and we are grateful for all the light you bring to all of those that need it. If you have never talked to Cora, my goodness, you are missing out. Just write her a message. She'll be quickly to reply. And she is our emotional detox therapist. She is amazing. Just as a friend, as a leader, as a person, she has so much value in everything she says. And she also has a great testimonial. She actually is a cancer survivor way before, we even met her. And she healed herself naturally, and also through green juices. Like all she did was drink green juices for 40 days. So that's pretty amazing, because when she went back to the doctor, there was nothing there, right? So that's a pretty cool story. She can share it as many times as you want the whole story. So let's go back to water peptides. We have been talking a lot about this, and this is interesting because, we had some questions yesterday, which is like, what is the difference between a peptide and a molecule? Or what is, things like, what is the difference between a peptide and a protein? So I love that in this company, we ask ourselves those kind of questions. So the amino acids are typically 2 to 50, and they're linked by peptide bonds. Their function is to be messengers to the body, and they signal cells to perform specific functions. The analogy, they tell your body how to function, how to repair, and how to stay in balance. Sounds familiar? Why peptides matter, exploring the importance. So these are the foundational roles of peptides. Your skin and collagen. It's going to stimulate that collagen production, and I'm going to go deeper later on into the meeting about collagen and elasticity. Metabolism and hormones, it regulates bodily functions like blood sugar, energy, and appetite. Immune system, it signals molecules and antimicrobial agents to defend themselves. And repair and recovery, essential for tissue regeneration, wound healing, and muscle repair. Pretty important, right? So what's the hype about it, right? Don't you hear it everywhere? It's like the story when you want to buy a car and then you start seeing the car everywhere. I don't remember people talking about peptide. I've been in For Life for, what did I tell you, since 2012. And I always heard the word, other words, but not peptide, but now they're everywhere. Well, weight loss. GLP-1 analogs are revolutionizing obesity treatment by regulating appetite and metabolism. I went to the drugstore this morning to get my mom's medicine, and it actually was there at the pharmacy. It said, book your consultation for weight loss at the pharmacy. In the States, it would be like a Walgreens. For us, it's Shoppers Drug Mart in Canada. And it said, you could qualify for different programs, including the GLP-1. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, like it's everywhere, right? Anti-aging. In skincare, peptides signal cells to boost collagen production, reduce wrinkles, and improve that skin elasticity. And in healing, peptides are vital in biological repair processes, accelerating that wound healing and the tissue regeneration. Rexy, we got Donna in the waiting room. They turn healing on. I just don't want to touch anything because I might mess up my presentation. So peptides, if you think of it, and I love that we put that plant there, is about your own body activating something. So let's talk about transfer factor immune peptides. There's another layer most people miss. Transfer factor is the immune peptide. So we are the immune system company. We are the immune peptide company. So signaling peptides that enhance immune communication and response by recognizing, responding, and remembering threats. So again, recognize what's happening in your body, support what's the decision that it's going to make. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it a friend or is it a foe? And recognizing what's going to send that signal to our immune system to respond the way that it needs to respond, and to remember to support that immune memory for long-term resistance. Transfer factor peptides are like a Wi-Fi signal on your immune system. They send messages so your body knows what to do, supports the immune intelligence, balance, and resilience. So we have our fighters here. I always like to call it like our army. We have different ones, but they're along the same line. So each formula builds on the next, from foundational support to advanced. So let's talk about the basic one, our transfer factor classic, our foundational and immune support. This was the one that was created 28 years ago, and formula hasn't changed. Educating and supporting basic immune recognition. Trust me, it does the job. Like sometimes you actually need to start or to continue simply with our classic. The advanced formula, we call it advanced or regular, our transfer factor trifactor. This one is our daily immune balance with stronger support, enhancing immune communication, with our trifactor formula, which has our colostrum, egg yolk, and our nanofactors from colostrum. Targeted Transfer Factor Plus for specific health, brain, cardio, digestive, providing targeted immune support. This is when we actually bring out the big guns. And we added mushrooms like shiitake and maitake. And our next level, which was just launched at our conference our last 2 weeks ago, new Max Factor, which will be launched worldwide July 1st, for advanced immune challenges or next level support, offering the most comprehensive immune intelligence. I brought a couple of bottles from convention, and we already do a lot of, I'm starting to feel something, at home, like, a cold or something is happening. And I tell my son, drink some Boost or take some Plus. But I'm going to tell you something. This Max Factor really, wow. 2 days ago, my son, he really was going through like a bad cough. He was just not feeling well. He missed school yesterday. He missed some of his classes that he has over the weekend, extracurricular. And I finally said, my mom says, go get him some cough medicine. I'm like, no, I'm not getting that child cough medicine. What are you talking about? Let's give him some Max. I don't know. It was so fast that I would have said about 8 hours. Like he was coughing, coughing, coughing. Then we don't hear him coughing anymore. And I thought, oh wow, that immune system really went into full mode work because he slept like a baby, went back to school today, and I thought that definitely is next generation immunity for our families. So I love it. I'm excited about this new launch. So why does transfer factor matter? It's not stimulation, but education. And without communication, a system cannot respond properly. Let's talk a little bit about core concept, which is structure and communication. I'm going to talk about collagen. Collagen is a peptide. Dr. Vaughn, mentioned it yesterday. Structure and repair. And that's why I chose to drink collagen while I'm talking to you. Collagen is the beauty peptide within your body's natural building block. So what is a peptide? I'm sorry, what is collagen? A peptide made of amino acids that act as a natural building block for skin structure and repair. Rebuild, supports skin, hair, and nails. Hydrate, improves skin elasticity and moisture for a radiant complexion. And renew, supports natural regeneration. I always like to give the example of a balloon. When you inflate that balloon for a birthday party, and it's just nice and, shiny, and you just see it very big, and then the party's over, and then a few days later you find that little crumpled balloon in a corner. Well, that's what happens to your skin without collagen. And so that's the first example I always like to give. And the other example I like to give is when you buy a nice crisp shirt, and your collagen in your body is like the threads on that shirt. When you buy it, it's nice and you can feel it, right? It's hard. And this is why babies have such beautiful skin. They are full of collagen. You see their little cheeks, and then you see these 20-year-olds, and oh my God, no wrinkles, nothing. And you remember when you were 20, and you're like, I remember when I had no wrinkles. And then you also remember when that first wrinkle came out, right? Well, that's what happens. Just like that shirt that you bought, and you start washing and washing and washing, and the shirt starts losing that crispness. That's what happens to our skin as well. But not only that, it happens to our joints, and it happens to our tissue, our connective tissue, and it happens to so many parts of our body that need collagen, and we are not replenishing. We have 28 types of collagen identified in the human body, but the main ones that you hear are type 1, type 2, type 3, 4, 5, and 10. So type 1 is for skin, hair, nails, 2 for joints, 3 for blood, 4 for layers of the skin, the structural part, the one I'm mentioning when I'm talking about the shirt. And these are not easily sourced or used in supplements. Type 5 is hair and some placenta and tissue and placenta. And type 10, bones and cartilage. So we have 2 types of collagen with For Life. Type 1 and the mango one, the one I'm drinking today. So type 1 collagen is more focused. It's got only type 1. So type 1 is more about beauty, skin, and secondary, it will be joints, bones, and tissue. But the mango collagen, which is my favorite, it has type 1, 2, 3, 5, and 10. It just covers everything. It's a multi-source, and it focuses on skin, joints, and tissue all together. So a lot of people ask, so which one is better? It's not really better. It's just that type 1 has more quantity in that stick than the other one, which has a little bit of everything on the sticks that we have on the little, package. We call it a stick. Also, a lot of people didn't like the sweet one. So for life, instead of making another one that had all of those, they said, let's make one that is really focused on skin. We do very well with the type 1 because you can see clearly there were tests done that in 12 weeks, there was a very large, you can see the pictures, we have them on our studies, diminishing of wrinkles and skin spots. Why this matters for collagen? Because our body uses many types and most products only supply one. So structure without communication, you only have limited results. So it's not what you take, it's what your body can use. Type 1 and strawberry and mango. So the next little few slides, we're going to talk about protein. Protein is also another peptide. So again, we used to peptides make proteins, so we can go back to that language where people are looking for those injectable peptides for muscle building, and why not just do it with a ProTF? So I think we really do need to change that language that's out there where people are injecting for certain things like pain or things that, like repair of tissue because they had an injury. And we can supply that with our collagen, right? We can supply that with our ProTF and our transfer factor. And we had a lady say, but yours is still made in a lab. And I'm going to tell you just the same thing that Dr. Ballmer told me. It is because it's in a lab that we can give the highest quality, and it's also we are being always checked that we have the best quality in our products. In the other forms that people are finding in the street, you don't know where they're coming from. So with collagen, you build, collagen provides structure. With transfer factor plus, you communicate. Transfer factor delivers that immune intelligence that our body needs. And with the ProTF, we have fuel. The ProTF is the support for cellular function. ProTF is the peptide that fuels the body. ProTF is composed of peptides, essential amino acid chains that fuel your body's processes. Protein peptides provide the fuel that your body needs to rebuild, recover, and thrive. Repair supports muscle and tissue recovery. Sustain supports energy and daily function. And nourish delivers essential amino acids. So why ProTF and the other protein powders are different? Well, in the other protein powders, you have your basic protein only, focuses on macros, there's no immune support, and obviously with our ProTF, we have our protein peptides, our transfer factor, which supports the body, and we have a multifunctional wellness support system. So with the three, collagen, transfer factor, and ProTF, you have your structure, intelligence, and fuel, everything that your body needs. Let's think of your house like a home. Let's think of your body like a house or a home. Collagen are the bricks, which is the structure. Transfer factor is the communication system, which is your blueprint, your instructions. And ProTF is your energy supply, your fuel. And without the three, the system cannot function. So you don't just need materials, you need communication and fuel. The 3 edition launch, we can't wait until July 1st. I thought, my goodness, I just didn't buy enough tea and enough greens. They're done. For Life Transfer Factor Max, energy, performance, recovery. It provides over 90% of immune cell coverage. And we'll probably do a talk just about max. It's got so much. It's got so much that we can talk about this product that we need a whole hour. Immune tea, that is the most delicious tea I have tasted. My goodness, it really is just from the moment you open the bag. But it's not just how delicious it is, it's offering that immune support. It's the only one in the world with this peptide support, with this immunity support. It's an immune tea. It's not just, oh yeah, a little bit of ginger and a little bit of lemon. Yes, that's what we're showing, but it's really the peptide that we want to focus on, so we can tell people this is not just, your ginger and vitamin C kind of tea. And your vegan support greens, detox, nourish, alkaline. And again, the immune tea is also vegan. It's in the same line. We finally are targeting or, allowing our vegan friends to, have something that they're going to love in our line. Detox, nourish, alkalize, support the immune system, gut, and digestive health. I saw that, I think it was Vilma this morning, or somebody in one of the chats said she had mixed a green, I don't know if it was a Pro-TF or a NutriStart. So she mixed a green, a NutriStart, some peanut butter, and a banana. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to do that smoothie tomorrow. So what a great way to fuel ourselves and feed ourselves with the amount of phytonutrients that we have now in our greens. Next Thursday, detox for weight loss and longevity opportunity call. That's happening every Thursday. In this session, you will learn about natural fat loss without forcing the body, the role of detox in metabolic health, how to reset that system, and join the Detox for Weight Loss and Longevity Overcoming Toxic Overload community. And for more information, you can just email that email. Very good. So remember, feel good, share good, do good, and be good. If you like this presentation, you just need to tell us, I love it, please, I need it, I want it, I want to share it with my people. This is a tool for all of you to use, and you can just kind of read it like I did. I add a few little things that I like, but it's as simple as that, explaining peptides to your customers, to your people, to your friends. It's all about education. Thank you very much. I want to bring Sonia in to see if she has a few more things to say. And with that, we can make it a wrap. Sonia. Okay. Replace, add spotlight.
There we are. Hey, Claudia, amazing job. Thank you for just putting a light on all the products that we have. It's a game changer, folks. If you're out there, you've been with For Life for a bit, now you have these products in your arsenal. These are tools, and providers and practitioners. I have a lot of people that are wellness coaches. They're looking for ways to help their folks. We don't get into the wellness business because we want people to struggle. We want them to succeed. And sometimes even with the things that are foundational, like good sleep, good, exercise, also nutrition, right? They still struggle. So how do we fix that? How do we meet them where they're at? Well, here you are. Now you not only have the foundational products that we've always had, which is the transfer factor products from classic all the way up to the plus. Now you have protein peptides. And, a couple of the things that were mentioned yesterday, if you didn't get a chance to watch the presentation yesterday with Dr. Vollmer, I really highly encourage you to do so. This one will give you more light on, from a researcher's standpoint, from a doctor's standpoint, of what it took to bring these products forth and how they do compare to what's out there. Look, this is the talk right now. People are looking for ways to heal. And these peptides, everybody has a peptide. And, I even had a gentleman not too long ago that told me, I get my peptides from Japan, which I think it's China really, but he thinks it's Japan, which is fine. But, he's taking them nasally, he's taking them intravenously. But you think about it, those are synthetic. Ours are not synthetic. Ours are real peptides. They're peptides that are made by the immune system. I mean, think about it. The knowledge that we give our newborns through colostrum, well, we're getting that knowledge from other sources. Obviously, we couldn't take the baby's milk, but we're getting it from actual like mammals. And then you're also getting it from plants now. And then to have vegan, paleo friendly products, you have them now in your arsenal. So I just encourage you to read about the products, share the products. Obviously, if you got, like, I bought a lot and I'm so thankful because I have my mom on it. I have my husband on it. He loves the greens. It's a man that only eats meat and potatoes. Well, guess what? He's getting his greens now. So this is really instrumental for us right now, especially with the growth that we're going to experience this year. You have something new, take advantage of it, ask questions. That's what we're here for as a community, to help you understand and to help your folks understand. So if you're not part of the Good Stories and Solutions, I would tell you go to Facebook and request to be part of the Good Stories and Solutions, where you're going to see plenty of testimonies under the tab that says guides and also files. You'll find more studies that have been done, because obviously Dr. Vollmer yesterday said we can only do studies on healthy people with the product, but there might be third parties out there that are doing studies on other things. So if you're looking for something more specific for a specific situation, please do join us on Good Health Stories and Solutions. Thanks a lot, Claudia, for allowing me a minute to just talk and encourage everybody to really take a good look and start taking them if you have access to them. And they did mention yesterday that they're going to have them at these 4 different events that we're going to have in the States. So if you're close to it, or if you know someone, I know that the code, just so you know, somebody told me, we call it the witty witty in Spanish. Somebody told me that the code will be posted on the chat. So if you're not part of upline.com, you want to be part of that as well. And you also want to be part of the WhatsApp channel, because we'll put the code in there when the events are happening, and hopefully you get access to them and you can order those products as well. So thank you for that.
Thank you, Sonia. I actually forgot to put it on Facebook Live, so it's okay. You know what? It's going to be on YouTube. But what I do love is what's happening in the chat. For those of you that are not live, I'm going to read some of the things, and it's some recipes. And I love that Erica says chocolate Pro TF mixed with Immune Boost tastes like Christmas orange to me. Wow, Erica, I'm going to try that one. I've never tried that one. And Patricia says, I love Rio Vida sticks with ice water, and I love the new tea mixed with berry energy. Wow, that's a power tea because you have all the immunity plus the flavors. So continue sharing, share it in the, yes, Tim, you can get a copy of the slides. All I need to know, Tim, is how to get to you. So you're probably in our English chat, and if you're not, can you tell me who invited you to this chat? Like who is your upline or person that invited you, so I can send it to them or to you? And that will be great. How to get the slides. Yeah, you need to, Rexy, are we posting it on the Good Health and Solutions group, or how did we do that last time? We'll post it on the chat or on the Facebook group. So that way, yeah, Marian also wants them. Oh, everybody wants them. Very good. Yes, we can share the slide. So everybody wants them. So Rexy, let's ask Jillian if we're going to put it on a chat on WhatsApp, or if we're going to put it on the actual Good Health and Solutions group. The problem with the Good Health and Solutions is that there's a rule that you can't take anything out of there, obviously, because it's a private group. So I think the best way is through the WhatsApp chat. So heads of teams, can you please communicate with us? I'm sure that would be Tammy and Dr. I'm sure most of you are in the same or similar team. If you're not under Tiffany's team, meaning Tammy or Dr. Michelle, or like what I call heads of teams, please just communicate with us. And Leah is giving us a number. Rexy is going to take that number for us. If you want to leave your number there for us, it'll be in our chat. Because you may say, I'm really not under anybody, so I don't want to assume that everybody is in the other English team. So if you don't know who you're under, that's okay. Just make sure that you give us your number. So Rexy will have that in the chat. We love having you here. We're here every Tuesday, every Tuesday. Our next talk in English, Sonia, when is our next talk in English? Tomorrow, Life Legacy with Dave Daughtry. So Life Legacy is a non-recorded presentation, no, not presentation, sorry, a non-recorded space. It's a community space where you get to hang out with our platinum and talk about pretty much anything you want. So you can talk about health, you can talk about business, you can talk about how to reach success in network marketing, or nothing about network marketing, or just anything you want to talk about, he will answer, but it's a non-recorded meeting. That's Wednesday. And Thursday, we have a business opportunity presentation. During the day, we call it the Asia call. It's not really for Asia. It's just that it's in Asia time, meaning please don't think that because you're not Asian, you shouldn't be there. It's for everybody. It's just that we call it like that because it's a call in the morning, meaning for that time, 24 hours, right? So with that, I think we're got those meetings all in Upline Pro. Rexy, can you please put that on our chat, uplinepro.com? You can just go into the calendar, click on the link, and it'll give you the different links that you need for the presentations. Thank you, everybody. We love having you here. There you go. Thank you, Rexy. It's pretty simple, Upline Pro. We are finally one. I see a lot of connection. Thank you for those that invited other people, because finally these meetings are getting fuller. We love having you here, all people coming in late too. Thank you, Sonia, for being with me as well. And let's invite people to say goodbye to each other. Rexy, get that unmute button. There we go. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thanks,
Bye-bye,
Claudia.
Thank you,
You guys have a great
Claudia.
evening.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you,
Thank
Rexy.
you.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a great
you.
night.
Bye.
For life.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
everybody. Thank you, Erica. I'm happy
Thank
you were here.
you. Thank you.
Thank
Continue putting your
you.
phone
Thank
numbers. Just
Thank you,
you.
everyone.
we'll
God
add you to the
bless.
WhatsApp group. Thank you.
Hilarious. That's
Bye, Tammy.
awesome. I
Bye-bye.
love it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. God